What's up guys, it's Tom here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news video. And in this video the main topic will be Jadon Sancho, and Liverpool want to sign him. We have been scouting him and his preferred choice is Liverpool because of the potential to win a lot of trophies, a lot of silverware. So we will dive deep into the reports. But first I wanted to let you know that the Tottenham-Fulham game tonight will be postponed. The Premier League on request from Fulham postponed the game because Fulham got a lot of positive cases, and also the Everton-Man City game has been postponed recently. And if they postpone too many games, there will not be enough time slots when these plays could be rearranged and played, because there are like maybe 2 or 3 time slots between now and the end of the season, and you know that the Premier League has to be finished before the end of May because of the Euros. UEFA won't allow any games to be played after that. And also Liverpool and Everton has been put into tier 3, which means like the whole city of Liverpool are in tier 3, which means that no fans will be allowed in Liverpool and Everton games. So the Liverpool-West Brom game was the last game where Liverpool had fans for quite a long time, I think. And at the moment the Premier League will not stop, which I think is very important, because if we stop the Premier League right now, even for 2 weeks, there will just not be enough time to finish the season in time. So I think maybe postpone a few games, but don't stop the Premier League season. It's also very important for people's mental health with everything being closed and you have to stay at home. I think watching Premier League football is helping people in a lot of ways, but that's just my opinion. I want to hear your opinion in the comments below, and if you enjoy these Liverpool transfer news updates, leave a like, subscribe, turn on bell notifications so you never miss the latest uploads. And Fabrizio Romano said that Liverpool are one of the several big clubs scouting Jadon Sancho. Man United, of course, were very close to a deal last summer, but they didn't pay the required money to Dortmund, so they missed out on a deal. And Fabrizio Romano said, I think Jadon Sancho is moving on and leaving Dortmund next summer. Yes, as we said, it's so difficult in January, as we have said that so many times about Jadon Sancho, because Borussia Dortmund are not huge fans of selling their players in the middle of a season, especially right now they have a complicated season, so they need their stars to be back at the top level, and they don't want to sell Jadon Sancho in January. We have to understand, if Man United will arrive with 110 million pounds, if they will be ready this time to sign the player. If they don't, they will have to take the risk of other clubs joining the race. I will say like Liverpool, Chelsea and a lot of big clubs are scouting the situation of Jadon Sancho. So at this point the race for Sancho is wide open, and that's Fabrizio Romano saying it, who is a very well known and very reliable journalist. So I think if Liverpool can somehow come up with the cash, then we could sign Jadon Sancho. But his form has been very worrying this season. He nowhere near contributed to as many goals and as many assists to Dortmund's season. But also we have to admit Dortmund is having a difficult season where I think they are now pretty much out of the title race. They are just trying to finish in the top 4 in the Bundesliga, and the whole Dortmund team is not playing very well. But Jadon Sancho is not pulling up any trees either. 2 seasons ago Jadon Sancho scored 13 goals in all competitions. Last season he had his best season, scoring 20 goals in 44 games. This season, however, he only has 4 goals in all competition, and what is also strange is that he has no goals in the Bundesliga in 11 games, which is pretty worrying. And Jadon Sancho, is well documented that he has a soft spot for Liverpool. Jurgen Klopp, of course, is a known admirer of Jadon Sancho. He really likes him as a player, and Liverpool even tried to sign Jadon Sancho before he went to Dortmund, but Man City refused to sell. And Sancho is seen as a player by Jurgen Klopp who can help really bolster the attacking options of Liverpool if we were to find the money to sign him. And also Jadon Sancho said in a World Soccer magazine interview, my dad was a big fan of John Barnes. He had a couple of videos of him at home and I used to watch them a lot. I used to look at Ronaldinho on YouTube. That was a big thing for me. He used to try things that no one else would try, and they made me like him a lot. I didn't have a team that I supported though. I just idolized a lot of great players. Sancho was also questioned about a potential move to Liverpool and Man United in that same interview, but says that I don't know what to say to that. It's hard to say. That's the future. Anything can happen. You never know what could happen. So we will wait and see. So he didn't really want to say a preference, but I think right now Liverpool is the best destination for Jadon Sancho. There is no doubt about that. So let me know, do you think that Liverpool need Jadon Sancho? I don't think he's worth £100 million. I mean, he's still pretty much a kid almost, a very, very young player, and he's very inconsistent, showing that last season he got 20 goals, this season he has 4 goals, and I'm not sure what happened with his form. But until the summer, I think a lot can happen, and Jadon Sancho, I think, will pick up his form and he will score goals, and then Liverpool can decide whether he's worth the money that Dortmund are asking for him. And Paul Robertson also said that Gini Wijnaldum, the uncertainty, and Messi and Messi's uncertain future at Barcelona could make Liverpool actually favorites to keep Wijnaldum. He said this: I hope Wijnaldum stays at Liverpool. The fact that he has said he will give it a couple of weeks, I think he will sign a new contract. Lionel Messi will be able to talk to other clubs in January. Will he be at Barcelona next season? That could sway Wijnaldum. Liverpool will not want uncertainty and unrest midway through the season, so they will have a conversation with Wijnaldum, because either way it needs to be put to bed. Jurgen Klopp will not want it hanging over the team. We have now... So Wijnaldum is very important to Jurgen Klopp, and he has been one of their outstanding players this season. I think Liverpool will have offered him a contract, and that is better than what he can get anywhere else. He has been linked with Barcelona, but they are in financial trouble, so I do not think they would be able to match or even give higher salaries than what Liverpool are offering Wijnaldum. The Liverpool Echo and many newspapers, many journalists are reporting that Wijnaldum is still waiting for Liverpool to give him a contract offer that matches his important role in the squad. But given Wijnaldum's age, it's unlikely he's going to be offered that bumper new contract that he's waiting for, because he's 30 years old, and Liverpool don't want to end up in a situation where we are paying top wages for a 33-year-old Wijnaldum. And it's probably true that Wijnaldum will not have the same role when he's like 33 or 4 years old that he has right now. So maybe it doesn't make financial sense for Liverpool to offer him those wages, and that's Liverpool's position, and we have to respect that. And according to the Italian newspapers Corriere dello Sport and others, Inter Milan are interested in signing Divock Origi, who is said to be keen on the idea of linking up with a fellow Belgian striker Romelu Lukaku. The same report also suggests that Inter would be interested in taking Origi on loan, which has already been given the green light by Liverpool. So now it's between Inter and Origi whether they can negotiate the terms. And I think Inter would be a good destination for Divock Origi, who needs more minutes, and frankly he has been really below par this season for Liverpool, so I won't be too sad to see him leave. And Gary Neville claimed that Manchester United can go all the way and challenge Liverpool for the Premier League title. Let me know what you think about that. I don't think Man United can last the distance, but if they can get lucky wins like they did last night when they scored in the 93rd minute a deflected goal against the resolute Wolves team, until Man United drop too many points, you have to take them seriously. They have the firepower, as I said, to challenge for the title. I'm not sure they have the defense, but right now Liverpool don't have the defense as well, because of all our senior defenders, centre-backs, are injured. Gary Neville said, I think Man United can challenge for the title. I think you've got to do when you're looking at the title race is look at the competition. Liverpool are out in front, and rightfully so. I think they are the best team in the country, but there is no other team that is actually grasping to go and challenge Liverpool. Chelsea have slipped up, Tottenham have slipped up recently, Everton are up there, who are in really good form, Apart from that, Manchester City are just climbing. United are in this title race. If they keep to this level of performance, they are playing better football, they are entertaining, they are starting to win at home, they've got a big squad, they are scoring goals. And I'm not really worried about Manchester United right now because they haven't really beaten any of the top 6 like serious teams. But if they can win their next 2 games, then it will be one hell of a Liverpool-Manchester United game that is coming up. Liverpool have Newcastle away and Southampton away until then in the Premier League. We need to win both games, because if we drop points in either of them, then we could go level into the Liverpool-Man United game with Manchester United level on points, and I don't really want that to happen. And Harvey Elliott, who is just 17 years old, on loan at Blackburn, is doing fantastically well. In just 17 games, he has 4 goals, 5 assists, and also he created 38 chances. That's incredible. 38 chances created in 17 games. That's twice as many chances created as games played, more than twice. 5 big chances created, and also he completed the most through balls in the whole league, in the whole championship, and he has the most pre-assists, which is free. That is the pass before the assist. And that from a 17-year-old playing in a league, and especially playing in a team who are not even like the best team in the division. Blackburn are a mid-table side in the championship, and Harvey Elliott is putting up incredible numbers as a 17-year-old, so consistent. If he can bulk up and mature and get his decision making right, and also get enough experience, long term Harvey Elliott could be the #1 right winger for Liverpool in like 5 years maybe, when he's like 23, 24 years old, and if he keeps developing at the right pace, and if his mind is also focused, I think Harvey Elliott can do wonders really. And Jurgen Klopp said this before the Newcastle game: I want to win more than anything else, but I had to learn so early in my life that it still doesn't happen all the time, and that's completely fine. I like winning football games, especially when you deserve to win. To deserve to win against West Brom, I think we should have done more. We ran a lot, we fought a lot, and that's all okay, but we need to do more of the right stuff. I'm not angry with my players, that just can happen. A defeat is a defeat if you don't learn off it. We learn off that again and then play football again. My players, they are a top group. They were a top group after winning 7-0 against Crystal Palace, and they are a top group after drawing against West Brom. That doesn't change. In the perspective from outside, that can change, I can imagine. I'm not a young manager anymore. I can judge these things in the right way. We are not happy about it, but now it's over. We cannot change that. We can just make sure in exactly the same situation, the same doesn't happen again. And I think that just shows that Liverpool will refocus, and if we can beat Newcastle, we can get right back on track. But that's the thing, this season is the most unpredictable season. Even Liverpool are inconsistent, so who knows, anything can happen against Newcastle, and I'm really looking forward to covering that game for you guys. Curtis Jones also gave a Q&A, which you can read in full on the Liverpool website, but he said, I've improved a lot in 2020, but the person that I am and the player that I think I can become, I still wouldn't really say that I'm an established first team player yet. People like Salah, Mane, Henderson, I think they are the ones that I would count as established players who know that they are going to play every week. For someone like me, I'm gaining experience. There has been a few injuries around, so I've been called upon, and I've took my chance well, but players are coming back now, so I just have to keep performing well and keep giving the gaffer and the staff something to think about. Hopefully he can keep me in and around the team. And he also spoke about the West Brom game. I think myself and the whole team knew exactly how they were going to come and play. We know they were going to come, play deep. We knew that it was going to be a bit frustrating and stuff, but in the second half I think we half played into their hands. We allowed them to gain a little bit of confidence and come with a few more attacks at us and get set pieces, the corners, free kicks, and they put us on our back foot a bit. So I think that the draw was fair on their behalf, but I think that we have to be much better. I think we have to be coming away with the 3 points against teams like West Brom, but they have come here giving us a really good run, they have come away with the point and the draw for themselves, but on our behalf, I think it felt more like a loss, and we deserved a little bit more. We had a lot of shots, but it is what it is. We just have to bounce back and bounce back quick, and we look forward to the Newcastle game. The games come thick and fast. It's every 3 days, 4 days if you're lucky. So if you have ever had a bad game or your performance is not at 100%, luckily enough, you've got a game around the corner where you can put everything right. You have to recover well, you have to get ready to go again. My target for 2021 for Curtis Jones, he said, I would now like to start adding more goals and assists and to really become a big impact player in the team, to really help the team get wins and try to become a main player in the team, which I know that I'm capable of doing, and I think that the team and the staff know that I'm capable of doing that as well. So I think that would definitely be the main thing for 2021, and that would be fantastic. If Curtis Jones could add goals and assists to his game, then that would be just absolutely perfect. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a nice day. See you later. Goodbye.